The biggest, the largest, I didn't even write. One of my artists wrote that.
The hook?
The whole song.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
The whole song. My artist wrote something. He's a platinum writer. He's a platinum writer, gold writer. He got all of that. But that's because I hate being repetitive. So
I could dig rapping, but a rapper with a ghostwriter. What the happened? I know that's what some of y'all are thinking right now, but I actually think this is a great opportunity to deep more the conversation about writers in hip hop. Now, on top of that video that we just watched, I also saw a recent post on Elon's app of people arguing about Cardi B's use of writers on imaginary players because it's one of her more hip hoppy records. And they were pointing to Party, and I'm like, yo, Party's been an occasional writer and collaborator for her, okay? So there's that. But first things first, I want to clear up that there is a difference between a ghostwriter and a credited writer. I think we all nowadays kind of know that, but people just use it interchangeably. Maybe ghostwriter sounds cooler. I think Kendrick was kind of doing that on this record, if you believe he was taking shots at who we think he was taking shots at, right? Because that would be Drake, and Drake has used writers, but he's credited them. So let's talk about this, right? Back in the day, ghostwriters, very common. A lot of shady people in hip hop will use them. They wouldn't get credit. They may have gotten that brown paper bag money off the back end, the end, no publishing, no royalties, nothing. Nowadays, we see the use of writers in hip hop being more common. Now, I wouldn't say that this is an issue for me as long as people understand the unwritten rule and why the rule is there. And here's the thesis to my essay. The unwritten rule is this. It's this clear. If you are trying to be in GOAT contention, if you are trying to be a GOAT, you using writers will most certainly put a roadblock in your journey. Let me say that one more time. If you are trying to be in GOAT contention as an MC, a lyricist, you using writers will be a roadblock in your contention. Now, let's look at the history of using writers in hip hop. Occasionally, we kind of know like the producers of the world, you know what I'm saying, was okay. Because you've contributed to the song already, and now you wanted your 16 to shine as someone that contributed. You want to also collect off the back end, double dip, but you can't write. Dr. Dre, people like Jay-Z, Eminem writing for him, you know what I'm saying? There was some other flashy promoters, you know what I'm saying? Diddy, Jay-Z, 50 Cent writing for him. Okay, cool. Heck, even people like Eazy-E. You put together NWA, you're the quote unquote mastermind, people writing for you. Okay, whatever. Who cares? Then there was another group of people that made it even more clearer that we really just care about the people in the GOAT contention, which is if you're a gimmicky, non-lyrical MC, you bring something else to the table, Ice Baby, or Hammer Time, MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice. That's cool. Pop could write for you, you know what I'm saying? Whoever could write for you, whatever. But if you are not one of those two and you want to be in GOAT contention and have said you are in GOAT contention, that's when it becomes a problem, right? And when you look at the two examples we used to start this video, Big X the Plug, he might say he's the biggest, the largest. I've never heard Big X the Plug say he's the best rapper alive. Cardi B might say she's the baddest. I'm the baddest hoe. I'm most successful, whatever. Never. I don't think she's ever said she's the best female rapper ever. If I'm wrong, please, I would love to stand corrected. So you then get one R.B. Drake Graham, who I understand. You got to be able to compartmentalize with Drake. And the thing with him is, I think here's where this comes in. He came in the game singing and rapping. And I think for most part, most of us reasonable people kind of are cool with, if The Weeknd helps you on a record here or something like that, singing, right? Someone to take care of stuff, we don't care. We don't think a lot of us care because with singing and other genres and why writers are welcome, because you got to be able to actually hit those vocals. Sometimes you singing puts a different spin on it. Whereas in hip hop, Part of that GOAT contention is how you tell your stories. What story could you put together? What story could you draw from your childhood? What story could you draw from a relationship and give it to us? Because as much as MCing is about rocking a crowd, it's also about that mind, body, and soul. What can that brain come up with? And when you muddy that up, we're using writers on the hip hop side, it becomes a problem. Not everyone can compartmentalize like that. Not everyone can go, okay, well, I do this sometimes. Well, 6 p.m. in New York, not so much, but mob ties, that's not really, or if you're reading this, it's too late. Those are, street urban hip hop. It becomes very convoluted. So my advice to younger MCs coming up, because like I said in my doc, what's beef? You know what I'm saying? Rap is the only genre you can say what is exactly on your mind without, you know what I'm saying, sacrificing much of the intended musical arrangement. If you are coming up as an MZ, okay, pick your path. If you know you don't want to be in GOAT contention, you don't care about that stuff, you don't care about being the best, don't worry about developing your pen. Go ahead. Just know you'll most likely never get that title and recognition from, a large part of the population. And for a lot of y'all, I get it. You be Travis Scott. You can be big. Who cares? Everybody getting paid. It's a business. I understand. Right? But just know that is what's going on here. That is what that unwritten rule is. That is why some people can not be mad about a big extra plug. But they're mad about Drake because Drake repetitively in his raps is saying he's the greatest. He's saying he's the best. You can tell he wants to be in GOAT contention. And for a lot of us, he is on top 10, top 15, top 20, whatever. So that's where the issue comes in. All right? I hope this makes sense to you all because it makes sense for me. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.